tonight. It's the other half of the American Football Eastern Conference with the Patriots visiting the Jets. And I think one thing that we can say for sure coming into this game is that the Patriots are not your NFL homecoming game this year. And I think that was the conversation going into the season. Yep. I think that's why a lot of people who play a pool named after Jeff Probst's show that I think returned for season 95 last night in a premiere that Coop watched.
Oh.
Only half because, it was a little late. But the Patriots blew up a lot of people's survivor pools by beating the Bengals. You're raising your hand even as a Patriot fan, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The Patriots shocked the Bengals. The reason why the Bengals are 0-2 in many ways is because the Patriots went in and hit them in the mouth and played excellent situational football, which we had to wonder, would the Patriots suffer from Bill Belichick no longer being their coach in the situational football department, takeaway department, special teams department, running the football department, not making the mistakes, letting you make the mistakes department. And so far, the Patriots have proven stout. Running the ball down your throat, Jacoby Brissett making the smart veteran decisions when he can. They do seem to be very passing game challenged still a little bit.
I'll bet.
Pop Douglas's numbers are looking like first drive of the season numbers, not 2 games into the season numbers. 2 catches, 12 yards. He was fully bageled.
Yeah, last week against Seattle, wide receivers had 3 catches.
Ooh.
So that appears to be an issue, certainly when you're taking on Sauce Gardner in a short week. And unfortunately for New England, they are significantly banged up on the offensive line. Their left tackle and left guard out for tonight. They are already been ruled out for this evening in their contest. City So, by the way, that's how you pronounce his name.
Ooh,
everybody calls him City Sal, but again, New England's fantastic media relations department, headed up by my friend Stacey James. They give you actual hooked on phonics pronunciation guides where you can hit the name and listen to how it's pronounced.
Oh,
That's great.
Yes, indeed.
are you going to play it for us right now?
No. And Verdarian Lowe, he is out as well. Your left tackle and left guard, out.
Is that bad?
Jawan Bentley, your linebacker right in the middle, out.
Yeah. Torn pec, I think.
But I'll tell you what, they got Keon White, and now you understand why, maybe they were willing, in a way, to ship Matthew Judon out the door. Because they got a guy who can wreck the game on the defensive line. They're good. The one thing I'm wondering, does Gerard Mayo have in the department that Belichick had coming out of every ounce of his being is a sincere, rabid dislike of the New York Jets. I'm wondering if that has been passed down, like blood, rivalry. We are not going to lose to this team. And as a matter of fact, sort of like Hans Gruber hitting the car of Sergeant Al Powell again, over and over and over again with a rocket. Will that be the sensibility of the Patriots coming into tonight? Because that's the way it has been. And as a matter of fact, the Patriots beat the Jets 15 consecutive times until last year's final Belichick game as head coach of the Patriots. That is the most unkind cut for Bill, is that in his final game of the Patriots, the Jets got him. Well, all it did was just cost the Jets a costly draft spot in a season that was over, as we know, 4 snaps into it last year. And then that's how the Jets come into tonight. They have 100% the more talented roster. They have 100% the more decorated and veteran quarterback. They have 100% far more offensive weapons that can keep you up at night and break a game open. 100%. They've got number 20 out of the backfield and a member of the backfield who is 20.
Right.
Both of them who can score touchdowns, as they did last week against the Tennessee Titans to help the Jets avoid the dreaded 0-2 start. Germaine Johnson, one of their young pass rushers, blew out his Achilles 4 days ago in Tennessee. The idea that maybe the Jets and Hassan Reddick could come to terms on a contract that would bring Hassan out from his holdout because Germaine Johnson is now done for the season, that is what we call a dream o' the pipe. Because Jets ain't budging, apparently, and Hassan is not going to be there tonight to try and make Jacoby Brissett's night a little tougher. So the Jets should win this game, and that's a dangerous thing to say. A short week, the Patriots are coming in with a run-first mentality, and their left side of the line is out. As a matter of fact, the only member of their offensive line that doesn't have an injury designation coming into tonight is their right guard, Layden Robinson. 2 are out and 2 are questionable. And Layden's just like, what do you want from me? I'm feeling good.
Hey. Super.
So that's going against, the Jets' defensive line with Quinnen Williams and the rest of them. They should win the line of scrimmage. They should win the night. The Patriots played an extra quarter on Sunday. I know the Jets took a plane flight home from Tennessee, but I'd rather take a plane flight home from Tennessee than play an extra quarter of football in a short week with your left tackle and your left guard out. But that's exactly the type of situation where the Patriots in the past and already in their first 2 weeks this season are like, whatever. We're a team. We're a team, and we play team football, and we're situationally smart. You make the mistake, we won't, and we'll come out on top. And you look at the scoreboard and say, as we walk to the locker room with a victory formation, what the hell just happened? And that's happened more times than I can count between the Jets and the Patriots in the past. But the Jets should win this football game, and they should go to 2-1 with a game against Denver coming up and head off to London at 3-1, and I'll be sitting there in the booth in Tottenham with Kurt Warner calling Jets and the Vikings. And the Jets are right there with their home opener with an opportunity to win 2 of their first 3 games in the first 11 days of the season and kick back and watch the rest of the division and conference try and beat each other up. While the Patriots are already just 2 games in, seemingly playing with house money in the house of the Jets. And that's the way I'm looking at tonight's game. And if the Patriots are 2-1 after 3 games, I mean, that would be unreal.
I'll be happy and sad at the same time.
Well, because I know you feel like you need a better draft choice in order to supplement a team that doesn't have an opportunity to go deep into a season, one would think, with the current roster.
And there's a lot of deficiencies on the roster, and having more draft capital, better draft capital, obviously good for rebuilding and retooling around the eventual starting quarterback, Drake May.
I understand that, but you can always get a game-changing player at 15 instead of 10.
You never know.
Or get a game-changing player at 14 instead of 8 and keep things moving in a positive direction and have your new coach, who's the guy following Bill Belichick, get a certain sensibility for you and the fan base to root for and trust in, and have Drake May sit if that's what you need.
Yeah, I think, honestly, this season is not about wins and losses. It's about being competitive and developing and showing growth.
Which may be the reason why the Panthers are completely behind the 8 ball in their situation, is they wanted to be competitive and show growth with their first overall drafted quarterback, and they're now trying to be competitive and grow while admitting the kid is overwhelmed.
Right.
Or potentially undercutting his confidence and our belief in the fact that they believe in him, and they're the ones who are now going to be completely behind the 8 ball because we all think Bryce Young's got to go somewhere else, maybe to find somewhere. You see, the reason why I'm bringing all this up is that's not the case scenario you want to have. You want to have a situation where, yeah, Bill's gone. We'll still beat the Jets. We're still going to be competitive. We're not your homecoming. And, our scouting department's good enough. We'll find Christian Gonzalez somewhere.
Yeah.
Where do they draft him? Like 18th, 19th overall?
He definitely fell a little bit.
So that's what I'm saying is you can't have your cake and eat it, as opposed to having your face just jammed right in a wedding cake like the Panthers are doing right now.
I don't expect tonight to be a blowout in any certain terms. I think it's going to be a close, competitive game.
And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It always is when these teams face each other. But the one thing I'm looking to see is, does Mayo have the same bile for the Jets as Bill had? Because that might be missing tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.